Spinning.
Spinning, huh? Well, that looks like a lot of fun. Spinning is a good way to activate all 7 of your chakras. When you spin, you want to spin in a clockwise motion, meaning that you will be facing your left hand and turning towards the right, if that makes sense. When you start spinning at first, you really want to gauge yourself because it takes practice for an adult to be able to master the technique of spinning. When we were children, we did it all the time because our chakras were already spinning when we were children, and so we didn't get dizzy or anything. Although, if we just begin to spin now without having warmed up or practiced it, then you can get dizzy and lightheaded, and you can get a little nauseous too, and you can lose your balance. So you have to be really careful when you're beginning. It took me about a week until I could really get up to speed and not have to go through but at first I had to go really super slow, and I could only spin like 5 or 7 times, and I mean really slow. But after a while, I began to pick up speed, and I realized that I had to stare at my left hand in order to orient myself and keep myself centered. So that's what I do. I stare at my left hand, and when I first start spinning, my left hand is much higher than my right hand. And then
That was more difficult than I expected with this phone. It's kind of disorienting. Normally I just stare at my hand, and that keeps me centered because my hand is alive. But this phone is not alive. It's an inanimate object that I'm staring at, and it's very disorienting. But I'm slowing down, slowing down, slowing down, slowing down. Slowing down. Okay, stop looking at the phone. Okay, I'm not looking at the phone now. I'm looking at my wrist. I'm trying to look at something that's get me grounded because I can't stop until I feel grounded. Okay, looking at my wrist. Okay. Spinning, whirling, twirling like a dervish. Gets your chakras spinning. All of them. Whew, all ready to run. The third chakra is your willpower center. And the operative word here being will, willpower. Like how many things are on your to-do list that you would love to do, but you just simply don't get around to it. What's up with that? It's your third chakra. Your third chakra is sluggish. It's not spinning. The way that you can stimulate it is by doing aerobic exercise. Third chakra is at your solar plexus. So when you breathe deeply, not that deeply that your selfie stick flaps over, but if you're breathing deeply, then you're actually stimulating the solar plexus area at the bottom of the lung. So you want to get that aerobics going. You want to get that breathing going. If you notice athletes, people who run a lot and who do a lot of aerobics, those people get a lot of stuff done. I don't know if you know anybody like that, but I've seen a lot of people like that. They don't make excuses. They don't even know what an excuse is. They just want to do something, and they do it. Another way to get this third chakra in shape is Pilates and any kind of abdominal workout as well. Because you're toning up the whole entire area, including the internal muscles, the internal organs. You know, the will is a very tricky subject because as human beings we have free will, right? Free will. As an adult, I've come to understand what that means. Going up a hill here. Excuse me. I'm aerobicizing. So free will means you have the will to either serve God or not. That's it. That's what you're free to choose. You can either serve God or you can serve the matrix of illusion, deception, and fantasy, the unreality that is absolutely pervasive through every aspect of our lives. Now, serving the fantasy is easy because they don't show you the cost of it at first. So you'd be like, yeah, I'm just gonna take this shortcut straight across this field. I'm not gonna run around the whole thing. Nothing would be wrong with doing that right now, but that's just a metaphor for what we do in life, right? Instead of staying on the road and taking the whole route, which is going to give us the fitness level that we need to fight this fight, because we are in a war, and it is a fight. It's a fight for me every day. How about you? We need that third chakra working. When you're sitting there and you're on your cell phone, laptop, you're sitting there all day, sitting down, you ain't moving. I don't feel like cooking, I'm gonna order some fast food. Going up the hill again. Woo, just a minute. All right. Your chakras are asleep. You know, your chakras can slow way down. And that causes illness and disease. When you're a child, every child's chakras are spinning fast. That's why children, they don't have to think about something. If they want to do it, they just get up and do it. No problem. But adults, it takes, I don't know, some kind of magic for us to get up and do what we gotta do. To do what we want to do. We do what we gotta do pretty good. Right? We got that part. The survival part we got. We know we want our house to be at a level of cleanliness. We want our bodies to be at a level of cleanliness. Right? We want our bank account to be at a level of viability. So we do the basics. Because this matrix, this deceptive fantasy land that we live in is designed to devour our willpower and our energy. That's what it's made for. Because if we all did what we wanted, the world wouldn't have no no hunger, homelessness, starvation. People wouldn't be knocking each other over the head, violence and all of that. Wouldn't be none. This is my last lap. Woo! Our relationships would be healthy because we would be healthy. We got to be willing to forgive. And we got to be willing to be humble before the ones we love and the ones we care about, as well as our teachers who, if you really evolve, you realize that everyone has the potential to teach you something. So we must, if we don't get our shit together and develop that third chakra as a society, someone else will impose their will on us, as they have been doing for 1,000 years. And we used to fight. Human beings used to fight. But the enemy is hidden now, invisible and unseen. But I can tell you what he likes: laziness, greed, envy, doubt, fear, etc. Right? So if you're practicing any of those, you're serving the enemy. And if you're practicing love, forgiveness, patience, kindness, etc., then you're using your will correctly. If you don't use your will correctly, you suffer and you cause suffering. No way around it. All right? We're not here to treat each other like, we're not here to treat ourselves that way either. All right? We're here to be heroes and to be champions for love, for God, for righteousness. I love you. I love you. I love you 1,000 times. But I ain't taking, period. I'm taking none. Okay? Because I love myself more than I love you. Because I know myself. And I have to live with myself. And I love God up there the most. I love you, but damn. Alright? Let's get it together, y'all. Let's start loving fiercely, ferociously, with courage. We gotta be our own hero. There ain't no hero coming. There ain't no savior coming on no chariot. We are the hero. Let's get it together, y'all. I love you.